All right, gang, it is Thursday, February 16th, 2023. We're gonna go over your recovery piece for today. Lots of strict presses today, a little bit of rowing. We're gonna work on getting that shoulder and that overhead position a little bit put back together. So you guys are gonna need three things. We got a softball, you're gonna need a barbell set up on a rig, and we're gonna need a band that you can attach to an overhead setup, okay? So, first things first, we're gonna start with a little pec smashing. So you guys are gonna take your softball. This is a little bit of a bigger ball, gives a little bit more of some focused work there. Hand's gonna go up behind the small of our back. This is gonna help expose and open up our shoulder. When we're doing this, we're thinking about pulling our shoulder blade back to open up and kind of get better attacking of this pec area. The way this stretch works is you guys will come down onto the floor. We're gonna take our hand behind our back to open up that pec. Softball's gonna go below my collarbone. I open up my shoulder, and then I'm gonna work a little pec scrubbing back and forth. So I'm going from right underneath my collarbone, pressure weighting myself out towards my shoulder, and then working one way back towards the center. You guys can definitely take your arms through some hand circles, some arm circles, definitely create some different shapes and spaces there, where we're gonna spend about a minute working the pec smash on each side. So that's piece number one. Second thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna go to these barbells. Let me switch this so you can see what I'm doing, okay? We're gonna go to our barbell and we're gonna do a little tricep smash. Let's bring this a little bit closer, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my tricep up out of this barbell, and then I'm gonna rub or carefully smooth out any rough and tender spots I may have in my tricep. What's cool about this, guys, is if you end up going up onto the knurling, you can see how I kind of take some of the slack out of my skin, and then I can roll or pull back over that. So this helps increase the sliding surfaces between your muscles and your skin. So if you have tight triceps, going overhead, lots of pressing, this would be a good way to get some good focused work in on that tricep. And the good thing about the barbell is you guys can work this up kind of piece by piece or section by section, okay? So I like the pulling and bending. I also like kind of going to a little external rotation, pulling back in, definitely working some of those spots closer to the elbow. You can even get right up in where it kind of meets towards the top of that tricep, okay? So that's piece number two. Third thing we're gonna do, third and final thing, okay? I'm gonna back you guys up so you can see what I'm doing. You're gonna set up a band up onto the rig, just like this, okay? You're gonna use both loops of the band. Okay, so this goes behind my wrist. I'm gonna grab the band. My focus is to keep my palms facing up. What I'm gonna do here, guys, is fall back into a stretch. And now I'm just gonna kind of lean side to side, kind of make sure I can get my head to drive through. Let the band do some of the work, but I really wanna try to work some of these overhead positions. So I like this. Again, palms facing in. This kind of emphasizes that external rotated position. And then I can lean to one side, and if it's really tight there, I can take a big deep breath. Full exhale, and really get some good old-fashioned overhead distraction in those shoulders, okay? So again, you want to have a band that's thick enough where it's actually going to have a little bit of a distraction where it's pulling those shoulder blades up, and that allows you to kind of rotate your arms through there, okay? So we got about a minute each side of the pec smashing. We're going to go about, I'd say, a minute or so on the tricep smashing, and anywhere from a minute to the breathing and that overhead stretch, okay? So lots of stuff to get us put back together from all the overhead work. We got the open workout coming out tomorrow. Hopefully this gets you guys a little bit put back together, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.